2, 1. Perfect. Oh, there we go. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing excelente. How are you doing? Uh-oh, we got something to play with. We're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Take this on your side.
Yeah,
take it again.
Let the adult take it. Let the adult take it.
How was your week?
It was good. We got through it. Had that little storm that was going to blow away.
It snowed Monday, too.
Yeah, I know. Well.
Oh, my God.
Okay, here we go.
So, I got my nose pierced on Monday. But before that, I was leaving, and I looked at my boots, and I was like, it's just going to rain today.
Your boots.
My boots.
Okay.
My boobs.
No.
Like, oh, it's just going to rain today. Like, I don't need to wear them.
Right.
Put my Crocs on, right?
You didn't.
The fuzzy Crocs.
Oh,
so
that's
well, there's no like holes in it except for like the top, so it's
okay.
It's fine.
Okay, I got you. They're not the side ones, like the bottom. Okay.
Mm-mm. I literally get to the place, start snowing. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Not bad, huh?
Like, okay. I'm like, well, maybe I just like it because it was like in between the
We don't say anything.
It was like
we acknowledge you.
It was like freezing rain at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, well, like maybe I'll turn back or whatever. I get my nose pierced, and then
that's actually pretty good because you didn't get black eyes or anything.
No, I'll tell you what happened though. So
my boobs got black.
I got my nipples done.
I can start the car now. After that day with Dad, I don't need him anymore.
So, I go in and I'm like, "Oh, my friend's coming. Is that okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, but he just can't come back with you." I'm like, right.
I assume this is Brian, right? Yeah, I know.
Well, when I booked the appointment, I was like, anytime after 5:30 should be fine.
Right.
He's like, okay, well, it looks like she leaves before that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I could do Monday. And he was like during the day, just like before a certain time or whatever. He's like, what about Monday at 2? And I'm like, okay. And in my head, like it took a second, but in my head, I went through like a whole list of people who I could like bring with me.
Right.
I'm like, Kelsey's gonna be working. Sam's gonna be away.
Yeah.
Ashley's working.
Right.
Sammy doesn't live anywhere close to me, so she's not coming. And I was like, Brian's home. Brian will come with me. I know he will. So I texted him. He was like, yeah, sure. So I go in and like I went in a couple minutes early, so that way because I know there's paperwork to do, whatever. So I fill out the paperwork. I ask her if he can come in. She's like, yeah, he just has to stay out here. He can't go back with you. So like now I'm panicking even more. I'm like, I don't know, do I even want my nose pierced anymore? Like, no, you're a big girl. You can do it.
I'm a big kid now.
So then,
as you pull up your pee.
Right. Well, I shot my pants, but she said no. So she brings me back, and she's like, do you know, like, what side do you want? I was like, yeah, I want this side, because I have my cartilage pierced on the side, so I want to even it out, you know?
Right. Totally makes sense.
In my head, it made sense.
Okay, that's all that matters.
She was like, okay, I'll do a little dot, whatever, and you can...
move it, or...
And I look in the mirror, like, I literally went, you're the expert, you're fine. Like, whatever you want. Like, you know where to put it.
She's like, boo!
And she's like, okay, so, like, she cleans it up, does whatever, and she, like, puts the needle... She's like, this is the worst part. Just take a deep breath, and, like, when you exhale, I'll put it in.
20 minutes later, you're blue.
Well, she didn't say when she was gonna do it, but like that's what happened.
Yeah,
so like I was like breathing out, and then she went through. She's like, okay, that was the worst part. She puts the ring in, and she takes out the thing, and I just feel blood going down. She's like, oh, you're a bleeder. I was like, yeah, I felt that. And she was like, she's like, okay, like whatever. So she's like holding my nose with a paper towel, so that way like clots or whatever.
Right.
And then she like takes it away, and she brings out this like little piece of thing.
Like gauze.
No, it was still paper towel, but she
Oh, okay.
rips it and she goes, boop, boop, boop. Every time she cleaned up my lip, she's like, boop, 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 boop. She's like, sorry. I'm like, no, that's what I needed. I needed you to do that.
The boop boop took everything away from me. I am now complete. The boop boop, it made me feel definitely complete.
Right. And as she's holding my nose, she's like, well, at least like there was like this one time where I was pierced somebody's nose and like it shot out. I'm like, please don't tell me that. Because now, like,
yeah, I know.
And so like she like goes over the care or whatever, and she's like, if you need help changing it for the first time, like we can do that for you. I was like, okay, and like I told her like I can't see blood or whatever.
Right.
Because the first time when I got my ears pierced the first time,
yeah.
How I found out I couldn't see blood was my mom went to go change them because I couldn't get them undone. They like really lock in there.
Right. No, yeah.
So she pulls it out and like like the little crusty blood or whatever.
Yeah.
It fell off. I literally like turned white. I could lost my hearing, like almost passed out. Like I remember everything, but I was like so close to passing out.
Wow, that's
so now I can't I just can't see blood.
I'm glad I don't have that problem. I feel like my whole life has blood in it. Like I feel like my whole life, I have more stitches on my forehead because of just stupid shit I've done in my life that I'd be like,
yeah. Ugh. But I do have to say, it didn't really hurt. It was just like,
an
hour to what?
Your olive skin. They say when you're pale, you get the black eyes.
Oh,
so
I did not get that.
I know. I noticed.
But a couple hours later is like when it started to hurt. Like I could
yeah.
Like every time I didn't realize how much I like move my nose, how much like I like touch my face. I'm like, oh my god.
I know.
I was fine like the next
I always
day,
love it's like don't itch it. And you're like,
right. But like I use my I do this a lot to move my glasses. I didn't realize I did that. I didn't even know I did that. But it was fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's like I almost died, and
it really wasn't that bad. Like I was expecting I have a high pain tolerance anyways.
We had a good live on Saturday night.
Yes, I'm so fucking pissed at her. I literally texted him the day after and I was like, so I was talking about how I kept reminding myself live tonight. Came to this live time, completely forgot until 3:30 in the morning. I woke up in a panic. I'm like, God damn it!
I don't know what happened. I got myself very nervous in the beginning. I did. Whatever.
It's a little bit of a change.
I think a lot of it is I always seem to do a character, and I work so hard on the characters that when I'm myself, I don't work hard on I don't do anything for myself. I don't all my jokes are just me, so I don't have that little bit of prep time. So when I sit there and I turn it on, I'm going, I don't know what to say. What am I doing?
Hi.
This is me with bows. And it takes me a few bows to kind of get into the rhythm of a joke on each one of them, and I just get
this one's really pretty.
This one's super cute.
Right. Super cute.
And
number 69. Elsa. I'm
letting it go.
No, we never let 69 go.
Yeah, so there was a lot. It was a really good live too. It ended up being really good. I know probably no one watches this show from it, but if you do, thanks for the support because I had a lot of fun. We ended up really joking.
When's your next live? Do you know?
I don't know.
We're done.
You're gonna ask
that was our last live.
I was fired twice. Shit is you better knock this off because you're gonna get fired. Because I don't know. I just kind of froze. I became that what's happening? What am I doing? I don't know. Sometimes it's when you don't plan things. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can totally go off cup, but it's usually I'll say, okay, I'm going to do ABC, and I'm just going to go grow from there. I had nothing. I just was welcome to the Goofy Geek Boutique. We sell bows. No, I wasn't that bad, but it was really awkward.
Okay.
All right. So our topic today is weird. Okay, wait a minute.
I set an alarm, couldn't remember why, and forgot to go on. Sorry. She's like, oh, I know exactly what not to watch right now.
You went beep beep. staying off Facebook for the next
Right.
4 hours.
And that was Facebook for the night. Nice job, everyone. She actually texted me saying, "Don't go on."
She's like hitting the power button. She's like, I'm turning off my phone for the rest of the night. I don't even want any indications. It's like I'm out completely. All right, so we have weird questions to ask. So these are weird questions to ask. So, for instance,
Are these weird questions to ask?
yeah, ready for this?
How weird are these questions to ask?
Hold on.
Are they weird?
Some of them are.
Are they just statements? Or are they questions?
No, they're all questions.
Okay.
But there's some of them that I feel like
they could have been statements.
They could just been statements. Like, what would you do if you found a dead body in a hotel room?
Damn, squirrel won this time. Say it again.
So, what would you do if you found a dead body in a hotel room?
I think my
Go ahead.
fight or flight would not do either. I would just like freeze and be like,
You would pass out of the blood.
Well, yeah.
If you walked in and it was like, if it was like hardcore,
full panic attack.
Yeah, that's probably one thing. I know exactly what I do. I would open the door,
check the gender.
Like she's still on the clock. No. Open the door.
How warm she is.
Gross. Open.
That was too far. Okay.
Too far. Too far.
Open the door.
I would open the door if it was like.
Where's the dead body?
That's the question. If it's behind a something, I don't see it. Like behind, you know how it's like beds and stuff. You don't see it like behind the. I put all my stuff down, be clueless, walk over and be like, "We got to go," and just like grab all my shit and leave. Mm-hmm. But if I walked in, and there was a dead body. I just do a nice circle. I open the door and be like, "Nope." Close the door.
That's the wrong room. I didn't order that
one. And of course, I think
nowhere in your description said dead body.
Is this part of the VIP plan?
Because she was
cold. I clearly ordered a warmer one. Gross. Imagine that. Fresh. Gross. No.
I don't want to imagine that. No. I'm sorry for anyone who watches this. This is why we're opening up.
Any of ours is bad. No, but there is something now. If I walked in and they looked, I guess, if you will, like normal, if you understand what I'm saying, or sound like they're dying, then I do a little bit more. I call 911.
Yeah. Well, this one's just finding a dead body.
I know. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just being devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
I would do more if it was gray or what have you. I'd definitely be like, yeah, I'm out. Like I wouldn't even let anything. I'd be like, no kids, no everybody out.
Right.
Like
right. You make me want to like check my hotel.
Now it's like, hey, dead bodies in here. Can you please leave?
Right.
Sorry, wrong room. Walk out.
Sure, I thought this was.
Is this 304 or 305? Oh, there's 304. Sorry.
This is 503. Sorry.
I'm out.
Just like thank you.
I'm out. Just walking out there. Dead bodies in there. Go ahead.
I remember. Don't remember what I was gonna say.
It was the mall walking out that got you.
Yeah.
You got the sweats now because you're like, you got like a little sweat on your brow. All right.
I really don't remember what I was saying.
If bald people work in restaurants, do they still need to wear hairnets?
No.
No, I think they don't have to wear if they have facial hair.
You're right.
Right, they don't have to wear.
I don't think they do.
Unless you have to. There's a little hairnet for you. Why do you have to cover this and this, but you don't have to cover your eye?
Well, how often do you lose eyebrow hair?
I don't know. You're the hair thing.
I don't think he loses many eyebrow hairs.
Hey,
we gotta fucking like yank those shits out.
That's right down to the core. That's like fishing.
Fishing.
Almost got this one. Hold on.
Ooh, this had it. Gotta be quicker than that.
Gotta be quick. I love that commercial.
I do too.
That old man.
The amount of times I say that is like
not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough times.
Too often, but not enough.
I know. Okay, this is a good one. All right, Ashley, there's a question for you. Which one would you prefer? Have no nose, but have really good smelling fingers,
smelling fingers?
Yes.
Okay.
Or be blind and have a really nice smile.
Smile.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
because
the
you have
fuck
no.
kind of question is that?
They're weird questions.
That is the dumbest question.
I think
It wasn't weird. It was
well,
just
if you have
dumb.
no nose, you can't smell. So who cares if your fingers smell good?
You just wrote that note.
What? If you have no nose, who cares if your fingers don't smell good? You don't smell it. She's like, I don't know.
Smile. It's just a weird question.
That is.
Keep going.
Hence the weird questions to ask.
It's just like a question that doesn't make sense. Continue.
Why is it called beauty sleep if though you wake up looking like a hot mess? I have to agree with that because I don't think even though if you stay all night, you look pretty. You stay up all night.
I'm not a pretty sleeper.
Are you a violent? Are you a violent sleeper? Or are you just?
No,
I just
like
you
look
just
ugly.
relax. Yeah, you just totally relax. Like you're that relaxed sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
I think they were saying that your fingers would do the smelling.
Oh, hey, wait a minute! I gotta
Wait,
read
go back
that.
to that.
I know. You're really good smelling. Well, it says have really good smelling fingers.
Ew, could you imagine like smelling everything you touch?
No.
Nope, smile. Smile all
Yeah,
the way.
smile. Yeah, I didn't think of the smell. Good. Thanks, Ashley. That was actually really good. Thank you.
Ew, imagine
Ashley.
taking out the trash. Doing
Oh.
the litter box.
Yeah, litter box. Now, why are you hiding your voice? Everyone needs to hear you. You're like, the litter box. You're like, you're not saying anything dirty.
Well, it is pretty dirty.
What has been the most embarrassing thing you've ever worn? I don't think I've ever worn anything embarrassing. No, because everything I seem to wear that I really wanted to wear. The only thing I ever will say is the stupid belts my mom made me wear, and I pissed myself because I was like, I can't get these off. That's
I wouldn't say embarrassed. It's just like stuff I wouldn't like that weren't my style.
Oh no, I've seen a few of your flare pants that your mom gave us, and I was like, I bet you.
Those were my jam.
I know they were your jam back then.
Well, that's because that's what we had.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian's watching. Click.
You missed the nose piercing story.
Right. He was there. Well, he wasn't.
Yeah. He was outside. So
I walked out. He's like, "Oh no, you did it yourself." I was like, "Yeah, you wouldn't have been allowed back here anyway. Sorry for making you come all the way over here."
Oh, this one's really weird. Which one would you choose to be alive, alive and old, or about to die with a group of friends? What?
What? Say that again.
Be alive and alone. So that's one. Or about to die with a group of friends.
About to die with a group of friends.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, we already know you spend your life in alone, so you don't have a say in this one.
I don't have friends, so I think I'm already alive and alone. So.
Right. We all know I want to die. So.
I'm burning the candle from both sides, so.
All the sides. Just melting in the middle. Hi, bestie.
What's up, Bri? That's not me.
Cool.
That ain't me. I ain't bestie.
Like he said, besties.
I know. Oh, besties?
What, me and my multiple personalities? Or is he saying hi to the people in the chat? And
He's like, hey, Ashley, hi. Oh, yeah, there's that guy. What?
No, Georgette's here. He's saying hi to Georgette.
Oh, there you go. Bestie. Everyone's saying hi except us.
Georgette. I think we just need to sing.
Is it possible? What's up?
I think we just need to sing her name.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to hear someone's iPod while they're running at maximum speed? What? Is it possible to hear someone's iPod while they're running at maximum speed?
Do you have to do that now?
Yes.
Why are they like this these days?
I don't know because they know it. Oh, this is a good question. Have you ever attempted to swallow toothpaste?
No.
No, I don't think either.
I think it just was always ingrained in my head not
that
to
you
do
spit
it.
it out like it'll make you sick.
Right.
I wonder if someone's like me. I'm like,
Well, Maeve eats it.
like little kids, yeah. Little kids are like, because
Yeah.
but it's not like
but theirs doesn't.
it's like not hardcore toothpaste.
Yeah.
Oh,
They want to be part of the show. Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
can be part of somebody else's show. This ain't a pussy party. Come on.
we already got one. We don't need any more. What music would you choose to play every time you walk into the room? Oh, that's easy. I definitely would want some type of like classical like no. You know what? I want Benny Hill. That saxophone. Yeah. If I walked into a room.
I don't want attention on me.
Oh,
so
I want
like
attention.
dead silence.
That will make more people look at you and be like, everyone comes in with a song and it's like,
well, I guess if everyone's doing it. I don't know. I feel like I need to change it all the time because you get sick of it, you know?
That's true. Thanks for ruining it for me.
Sorry.
Thanks
I
for
ruined
ruining
a lot of stuff.
I know. Good, great. Do fish have a thirst for water? Oh my gosh, I never really thought of that.
Yeah, if they're out of it. Because it's like the air, no?
Yeah, but then you're not, because you're not really thirst for air. You're not like, oh, there's some good air right there.
I do. Go to the city, come back home.
She's like, I got some good air going on here. She's like, wow.
You ever go to the bathroom after someone?
She's open the window. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. It's like, it doesn't even open enough. It opens up like that crack, and you're like,
try not to throw up in there.
You're like trying to go back.
Stop, I'm gonna throw up now.
You don't want to try.
No, stop it.
She's like, I would light a match, but it might blow up. You've talked like you've had this done before, do you? You're talking from experience.
Yes.
I can see you.
You can't get out of that faster. Well, that's why I wait.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, I can't.
You gotta wait.
If I have to pee really bad, I will still wait.
Yeah. No.
Unless it's Kelsey or whatever.
Yeah, if it's your loved one, somehow you can get around that.
Then I'm like, hurry up!
TikTok!
I'm like, I'm gonna have to pee on you, and this isn't cool. I'm not into that.
I'm not into R. Kelly stuff. Get the hell off. No. Is there a limit on how intelligent a single person can be? No, there's no limit on that. I just think
the limit does not exist.
I think the more smart you are, sometimes
the dumber you get.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. Why is the sandwich meat round when the bread is square? That is a good question. I do probably know that because most sandwich meat is kind of like that sausage. Like if you see it, it's made like a sausage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually made in some type
of. Meat kind of freaks me out.
What's that?
Belly meat kind of freaks me out.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, because you're a vegetarian.
No, I eat meat. Yeah, I do.
Oh my! No, you chicken.
But yeah,
right.
But I ate it before, and it's still wasn't my.
Well, some of it's scary, like the olive loaf stuff. No.
Or why? Why do we have bologna?
I don't know.
And then we have hot dogs.
Yeah,
it's the same fucking thing. I'm like, one's this big.
But why does it taste different?
It's the same.
Yeah, but they taste different.
One you're eating cold and one you're eating hot.
Oh, is that it? So
probably.
No, because I've had warm bologna. It doesn't taste like hot dogs.
First of all, ew.
I know. I think it was Jay Lee. He's like, "Oh, have you ever had fried
ew.
Fly?" And I'm like, "No." Fried.
It's okay, buddy. Take your time.
I know. I'm having a stroke. Leave me alone.
Your hands up here.
Jesus is taking me. Jesus is taking me. Let me go.
What are you stroking?
It's not that kind of podcast.
We get pussies here, so. I am off my rocker today.
You are really. Oof. If man developed from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys? I've heard that before. I've always wondered that. I don't think we're a brand of. I think we're a brand of monkeys.
A brand?
Like a a semi species of monkeys,
Yeah.
just like orangutan, chimpanzees. There was a what have you, and that's what made human beings. That's what I say. It just seems logical to me, but I don't know for a fact
I mean, yeah. Makes
because there's
sense.
so many different monkeys. There's not
Right.
like one type of monkey. We say monkeys, but there's a lot. So that's what I think happened. There was like a abnormally
Like a mutation.
a mutation that
Yeah.
just kept being passed down. That seems to be logical
Makes
to me.
sense to me.
Yeah. Which would be the nicest? Wait a minute. This is written wrong. Would it be nice if animals could talk? Yeah, I think, and
Well, I
especially
mean,
my
just, like-
job. My
Well, yeah.
job would be a lot easier because I think you could kind of reason with the animal. Like, I get you don't want your feet trimmed, but I got to do this. So
Yeah.
if you help me, we'll get this done real fast, and we're out. Like,
Mhm.
I think that the fact that they can't talk is sometimes makes it you don't understand what's going on with them.
But I feel like them talking would just be a benefit for us. You know what I mean? Like they're not meant to talk. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I think they love us because they can't understand us.
Right.
The second they understand us, like
Like,
this idiot.
I
I'm
love
out.
you. You're such a stupid one.
Now he's like, wait a minute, what did you call me?
Right.
Dude, I asked for the food at 4.
Right. It's 4:01. Where is it? Those are
Yeah,
my
I
cats. Like, calm down.
Okay, what's your most hated? Okay, what's your
You.
most hated mode of transportation? Oh, that's a hard one. I don't even a boat. I have to say a boat. I wouldn't want to be on a boat. Of all the things I could do, I wouldn't be on a
Where am I
boat.
going?
Doesn't matter. It's just transportation. Like, do you like to fly more? Do you like what? And then
It
what's
depends
your
on like
lease?
where I'm going. How long am I on it? So like if it's a long thing, then
Oh yeah,
I
it's a
wanna
long.
take a
Everything you go on. So
Is
it's a
long?
car is long. Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you could drive to
Probably
Europe,
train.
would you want to drive, fly? Like, what don't you want to be on?
I don't want to be on a train.
I don't think I want to be on a boat because that boat stuff. I don't care how big it is. You still got to deal with the waves and stuff.
Amen.
Unless I'm laying down, I don't want any action with that.
No, I don't
Water
know.
of the
It's
ocean.
playing me.
Not the size of the boat, it's the ocean. It's the
Motion of the
of the ocean. Yeah, I don't want any of that.
Sometimes it's the size of the boat.
Says the gay woman. If there's an ambulance on its way to save someone and it knocks down someone, would it stop to help them?
Yes. And then they'd have to send another one. That happened. If they get in an accident, they have to
Yeah,
have to stay there.
I know, but that's a good question because you don't ever think of that. You don't think if something happens to that ambulance, what happens after that?
Yeah, they have to call for another one.
That's crazy. That's a good question though, because I don't think I've ever thought of that.
Mhm.
Like, what happens if? I always do think if something happens to the fire truck, there's never like 5 or more fire trucks. Like in
Have you
Portsmouth,
seen Bristol?
Well,
the corner.
yeah, you do have a lot. In Bristol, you have quite a few
Yeah.
different
Just like
house
the roads near
fire
us.
buildings. Yeah. And Portsmouth, we
Portsmouth,
only have
fuck
one.
that.
We
They're
only have one.
bigger town.
I know.
We'll have less.
We have one. I know they have a few, but it's not. It's like they have 2 real fire trucks.
Yeah.
The one's a ladder truck, one's a
Mhm.
But if one of those got an accident, you go, oh, okay,
They probably have to call for another
yeah, but
town.
they have to go to Middletown or Newport.
or Bristol, depending on where they are in Portsmouth.
If you had to invent a country, what would you name it?
Stupid town.
I just call it country. It's just country.
Me too.
No, this is my country.
Mine's CUNTREE.
Everyone's officially left. Brian's like, too far. I love this one. Have you ever taken something out of your possession and failed to return it? So, in other words, have you ever stealed something and not returned it, or borrowed something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone's done that.
Actually, still has my pants.
That was 4th grade.
Because I was fatter than she was.
She's like, they still fat.
I didn't get hand-me-downs because I was too fat by the time it got down to me. Thanks for opening up that
wound. Marin got all your hand-me-downs, and it was like, this style's not even bad.
It's probably in style now.
Yeah, I know. Well, she's 16. She doesn't fit anymore. Right. Perfect.
There you go. Damn my card to give you that, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, all right. She's like, yeah. She's like folding it up. She's like, it's in my car. She's like, God damn it. They got.
We see you.
What? No, she's. Yeah, we. What
yeah, she sees us. We see
her. What are 2 things that you think are normal but have become really strange when you do them repeatedly?
Well, Kelsey pointed out something that I do. And now I can't stop thinking.
Okay. This is good already.
I don't know if I want to share. I'll share. Share. When I chew,
no one watches.
You know, like when you have like food.
What's up,
when you have like food down here,
yeah,
I do this to get it out.
Oh yeah, you don't do the tongue. I mean,
I do sometimes, but most of the time, I'm like when I don't know. So she looked at me one day and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean what I'm doing?" She goes, so sometimes she'll just look at me and go, I'm like, "Stop!" And I just like stop eating in front of her because she'll just keep doing it. So that's one thing. I didn't realize I did.
I know I do this, and it's really weird. I'm fanatic. I'm not fanatic about all my food, but there's certain foods that I'm like fanatic about. Like there's certain things I can't touch, but
a lot of my stuff can't touch.
But I'm not like that way.
I'm working on it.
But I'm not like that way with a lot of things. Like there's certain things I'll sit down and be like, okay, I can't have this on this plate. But then there's some things I'm like, yep, put it all in there. I'm going to eat it like it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's like certain things I'm okay with. If
something has a sauce on it,
yes, I can't. It
has to be by itself, or at least like far enough.
No, it has to be by itself. Like that's right. Anything with sauce, anything with like unless it's gravy, and you're having like that gravy can go in everything.
Gravy is disgusting.
Okay, well, you're a freak. No, but you're a vegetarian, so you can't have gravy anyway, because most of that's with So
well, I never liked it. Stop saying that I'm vegetarian. I'm not.
You only eat chicken.
That's not vegetarian.
Yeah, I know. What do you call that? A wannabe? Vegan? Wannabe? No. Drive by?
Is it? Carnivore.
Is it?
What?
Is it possible for minors who act in rated R films to see them?
Ooh, probably.
I would say no. I think that's up to the parent, but I don't think so. Because
go to the premiere. I almost said the preview, but the
premiere. But I don't think so, because if you're a certain age, you probably only see your bits and pieces, and there's more to that.
Aren't a lot of like horror things?
It's like you're dressed up as a doll, like the girl who does Annabelle. Mm-hmm. Like she was real little, and she just ran. She's Shannon actually knows her, knows her parents. Like she said, she would just run through hallways and stuff dressed as Annabelle, but she didn't really see because it would cut.
I guess it depends on how old you are.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like
I don't if you're like 6 years, I don't think.
Yeah,
or
if you're 6 or 7.
Or
yeah, but if you're, let's just say you're 13 and over, then yeah, you can watch some horror. But I think if you're under, then I don't think so. I think it just would be like you just do your bits and pieces. Like, yeah, I dressed up like a doll and I ran down and scared some people. But in real life, because half of that gore stuff isn't with them. Mm-hmm. It's all how they cut it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great, right? I'd never thought of this ever. What's the color of a mirror? I've never thought of that.
Isn't the bottom like a silvery metallic color? And then they put
I have I can't think of a color because all I can think is it reflects back. So what color would you call that?
yeah, but if you look
Like
at
a
the
real
back,
like a real silver? Oh, you're gonna Google it? Oh, okay. See, this
no,
is
I'm not gonna Google it, but
yeah, you are. Go ahead. I don't know. This is something about that makes me go. I've never really thought of. That's all right. Just keep it going. What?
spelling. Like they have like,
Well, they have different colors for the very back of it, but that doesn't make
but
the
what
mirror.
I'm saying is like the
Just put what color is a mirror because you just want to do it.
because like without the color, it's just a piece of
No,
glass.
no. What are you talking about? You do know the thing in the back is supposed to just hold up the glass. It's like a glass. You know, you ever have a glass and then you have the back. It kind of holds the glass up. That's what the mirror does. The back part just holds the mirror.
What?
For instance, like if this is the mirror here, and then the back part is so you can hang it. It doesn't do anything.
Without that, because there's mirrors without anything on the back.
Right. And what color is it?
Isn't it like a metallic?
It's usually painted gray. I would say it's gray in the back. Okay, so somehow this is like this big debate.
Okay.
That doesn't help us. Wait, it's considered white?
White with a slight green tinge.
No. Never thought
According
that.
to Life Science, color is a result of reflected light.
Never in a million
color,
years.
objects absorb some wavelengths of light while reflecting others. There has to be how it's made on mirrors. Oh my god, I love how it's made.
Okay. Wow. But still, I would never think that would be white. I would never say that's white. Okay. Can we move on?
In white light, which includes the wavelengths of the visible spectrum, the color of an object is detected by those wavelengths of the light that its surface atoms fail to mop up. A perfect mirror reflects back to all the colors what does it say?
What's a bigger word?
Comprising white light. It's also white. So it's white.
Okay. There you go. Thank you, Sheldon. What do you think about while you're on the toilet?
Depends. Most of the time I'm on my phone. Or like I'm like in and out. I don't have time. I mean like I'm just like peeing going.
She's trying to breathe. So she's in and out of consciousness. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
It's more of like I think a lot more in the shower.
Yes. That is the worst spot for me. I feel like all of a sudden I'm like, how long have I been in here?
Right.
Have I walked right here?
Right. What decade am I in?
I am so bad at that. 100%. I've had a few times Shannon goes, are you living in there? And I'm like,
shit, sorry.
Because I totally will sit there and be like, I'll think of like stuff that's like for the podcast. I'll still think about funny stuff. I'll actually talk like
and then you walk out of the shower and you forget everything.
Like totally change my I could do an accent or something, and then I'll leave with one.
Just picture you.
I'm like, okay, I can roast in my head. Like I'll try stuff like it. I will. Jen's like,
you okay there? Is that you?
I'm great. Get the hell out of here, you lassie. Jesus Christ, time to take a poop.
In the shower?
Leave me alone. I'll just do certain things and I'll be like, that's hilarious. And then I'll leave and I'll be like, she's going to say no. And then I just forget everything. What superpower would not want?
Flying. I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, but if you could fly and never could fall, would you still be afraid of heights?
Yes.
She's like, it's not the falling part that I'm scared of.
It's the seeing everything just.
I can see you. I'm here to save you. Like that far off the ground.
No, actually, that in I wouldn't want to read your mind. I already have enough going on in there.
Yeah,
And I don't need to know
That's a good
everything
one.
you're thinking.
I wouldn't want to read people's minds. That's a good one because I just be like, yeah, all right.
What other powers are there? Strength.
There's lots of power.
I know.
There's speed, strength, magic. There's Spider-Man. There's Rhino. Like there's animals type of thing. There's tons of things you could do.
Yeah, probably what are yours? You didn't say,
I did.
What?
I said mind reading 100%. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want it out of all the things I could be. I wouldn't want mind reading.
I like to just pretend I know what you're thinking.
Problem is, you do have the time. What hair color do you list if on your license if you're bald? I would say your eyebrows.
Yeah, whatever color it was before you were bald.
Yeah,
you're not just.
I'm redhead. I'm a ginger.
You have hair everywhere else.
Yeah, I know. That
was a dumb question.
I would say eyebrows.
Yeah. If you don't have
eyebrows, sometimes people have brown hair and then have red beards. So that could be a 50-50 right there. Now, this is actually a good question. How do birds actually pee?
Don't they do it at the same time?
Same time what?
I think they do it at the same
time as what? They fly?
They shit.
Oh.
I think
you think it's all one action?
Yes, I think it is.
Oh, it could be.
I think I looked it up.
You think you looked it up?
No, I do. I definitely know what chickens do.
No, how do birds actually pee?
Don't produce urine. It said they.
Oh, they don't
excrete.
So that's why their shit's always runny, because basically it's water in the pee. So they don't actually have that makes sense.
How
the next question. The next question on that computer says, "Do birds have pee holes?" No, because they don't pee.
Birds, unlike mammals, do not have separate exits for urine and feces. Both ways produce products are eliminated simultaneously through.
I've never really thought of that. Have you thought of that? I've never really.
I looked it up.
Oh, yes, but then why didn't you just answer me? You had to look it up again.
Because I wanted to make sure I was right.
I know. You were They actually don't pee. They don't pee. It's the same. It's just the same thing.
But
that's why it's
if you needed to put it like that,
yeah.
Do it at the same time.
Will someone ever be able to live forever? I hope not.
Ew. Could you imagine what they look like? They're just like a shrivel.
If you discovered a beautiful island upon which you may build your own society, and you can even
I want to go back to the other question. Wow.
Go on. What other question? The bird being?
So would they
live forever.
Live forever.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back to Lightyear in the movie where he everyone else ages but he doesn't.
He doesn't but it's not really him living forever. But I know what you're saying. But his minute is there 4 years or something like that. Like whatever it is.
7, wasn't it?
Or whatever. Yeah, something like that. It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So would that be technically living forever?
Yeah.
If he could just keep going back in space?
It technically would. Because he would outlive.
It's the only way.
He would but
but he was so lonely. Forever, it'd just be
Yeah, he would wait until he stopped doing that.
Yeah.
And then
How long can he go up there for? Is there a certain age?
No, I think he.
So I know if you break a bone, you can't go into space. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. That's a good one.
Yeah, if you break a bone, you can't go in space because once you go in space,
it won't. Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. I thought it would, because they say if you break your bone, you make your bone stronger when it fuses together. So I would think once it fuses together, you can go to space after that.
You can't do it.
Wow, I actually didn't know that. That's another question I would never think of asking.
Sorry.
No, that's a good one. All right, let's just skip that.
I'm just really impressed that I knew something you didn't.
It happens.
No, not very often.
I don't know everything.
You're like, yeah, I knew that.
There are a lot of things that you're like, did you know? And I'll be like, yeah. Why do you perceive someone driving faster than you is an idiot, and those who are quicker than you as a moron
Honestly.
No, see, I don't have a problem if you're driving faster than me. I really don't. Okay, because the only thing I don't like is when you're weaving.
Oh yeah.
That's just
There's no need for that.
There's no weaving. And I actually, I'll be honest with
and
you.
I don't like when
the idiot is the one who's weaving, and the moron is the one who's going 5 in the fat, like in a 50.
If you're not going boom boom in the boom boom lane, get out of the boom boom lane.
And keeps looking at the mirror like, what? And I'm like, you're going 5. It's 50. I get so mad. I'm like, what do you do? That or those lowriders that have to like go 5, and this is how they drive down the street because they're missing every single pothole. And you're like, how are you 20 and you don't want to go somewhere? Like,
or you're revving your engine, or you have like one of those like, like those loud ass like, or like there's the little like popping sound.
Yeah,
like who? Like why is that cool?
And then
why?
I always
Kelsey's always like, yeah, I got small penis too.
I always picture them in the car going, "You hear that pop? I'm sounding good."
Oh
like,
yeah.
And as they're
baby,
as they're trying to weave around, because if they hit any bumps in their lowrider, their whole car will be destroyed. Right. And I'm like,
it'd be like in the movies where the wheels just pop off.
Car's tired.
Right. Be tired. Not tired.
I can't with those. I'm like going like, you're going 5. I get so angry. And they'll just keep looking in the mirror like, what?
Right. I'm going to go slower.
Yeah.
We'll go down to 3 for you.
I've had someone stop totally in front of me. Just stopped. Like, oh, you're going to be that way? I'm just going to stop. I'm like, I'll sit here all day because once you take off, I'm still going to be behind you.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Why aren't they using blanks if it's friendly fire?
What?
Friendly fire. It's a military term. Okay. It's I don't think I want to go over it, but it's supposed to be like you're kind of shooting over each other kind of deal. At least that's what I always thought it was. Maybe it's different if someone's in the military. Clear it up clearer for me. But I always thought it was like kind of like you kind of shooting over everybody because it's like friendly fire. But then it's like, why don't you use blanks instead of real bullets? Because I probably don't have it on hand. Because I was like, oh, I got this middle of the war, got these blanks. Thank God we have these. Could I find a black box of my? Oh God. To kill an elephant, how many chickens would it require?
How are they killing it? Just make sure I'm like.
Pivot. I was doing it, but do it. Wow.
Just like
that's what I talk about getting pecked. Too many elephants. I mean, too many chickens. Why would a chicken even want to kill an elephant? That's what my big thing is. I know this. Are
they afraid of them?
Remember those big things of like small chickens and big chickens? Like, how many big chickens could kill you? Remember that? It was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And I was always like, where's the big chicken coming from? Like, yeah, the big chicken will kill all of us because it's big. Like, end the topic.
That's what I call a big cock, are you there?
I knew you did. The way
cockle-doodle.
I'll just tell you right now, how much eggs it costs, the chicken can do whatever it wants.
Honestly.
If you took out a ship and changed all of its parts until none of the original parts are intact anymore, is it the same ship or a totally different ship? Okay, now this is actually an old thing. This is actually an old puzzle, and I can't think of. There's supposed to be this legendary ship, right? And it falls apart, and each time you replace it, like so, for instance, that's a board breaks on it, you replace the board, but you take that part that was broken and you save it, so you replace the whole ship. You catching me? So it's everything's kind of broken. But then you put the old ship that had all the broken pieces together. Is that a different ship? And is that the original ship? You see what I'm
I would
saying?
say that's the original.
Original ship
Yeah.
would be the one. But the thought is that you replaced each
And then you
thing.
get rid of all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it would just
I
be
would still
that
think that'd be
ship.
a different boat. At that
You're
point.
right, but at that point it would be a different boat, even though it's named the same. It's still the same.
Yeah.
It's an old. This is an old puzzle. I can't think of what ship it is because that was a question that was like something that a very wise person once came up with. Like, it's just the same ship if you keep replacing it, and then if you kept
It's
all the
giving
pieces.
the Titanic.
Yeah, that's what
That
we're
whole
gonna do. There was no replacing anything on that one. Actually, it wasn't the Titanic.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what I think of.
Is it possible for morality is the
Take that again.
derived from moral, and just as electricity is derived from electrons? No, I think mortality is. I think people can go a bit overboard, but I don't think it's that bad. Like, I think that's a little bit. That's a pushing it one.
Too far.
Too far. Have you ever unwrapped and rewrapped a gift bearing your name?
No. I'm good at waiting. Kelsey is not.
Oh, so do you think Kelsey's opened up everything and then reopened?
No.
She's just opened it and been like, I saw it for present.
She usually picks out all her gifts, but I think my dad would like cut the tape and then put the tape back.
I've done that when I was little, yeah. You do like that tape and you're just like, I see the box, I see the box.
We would snoop before it's wrapped.
Yeah.
That's not the same.
It's not the same, no. Why is it that lemon juice is an artificial flavor while dishwashing liquid has real lemons? I actually didn't know it's considered it was an artificial.
I didn't know that either.
Liquid. I actually didn't know that. That's actually pretty weird. I feel weird by that one. I feel like my whole life is upside down. I'm like, wait a minute, the stuff we drink is artificial, but the stuff that is in our dish thing is real? What is happening? Did anyone else know that? I had no clue about that. Zero. And dishwasher liquid, I love how you're gonna look up is made from real lemons. I think that's just a marketing thing. That's what I say.
The dishwashing liquid is never made with real lemons.
Yeah, that's what I say. I think it's just
to get marketing. The lemony smell, they add a compound lemonine. Lemonine.
Isn't that you?
Into the no, I'm Lebanese.
Oh, you're Lebanese.
Yeah. I thought you were American.
Oh no, I thought that's when you like the same sex. When you're Lebanese.
That was good.
Go on.
Isn't
that when two girls will really love each other?
They don't have
Lebanese.
To. You don't have to really love anything.
Okay.
Lemonine is naturally present in lemons and gives them their lemony smell.
Right, but it's not real. It's not. Yeah. Oh, geez.
Oh, mom's watching. Now behave.
Well, she missed the Lebanese joke.
Right. Next time.
All right. Where are we at on time? It is. If your mom's here.
Minutes.
Okay.
We gotta be done.
I like that. That's the end. Because that's the only time your mom's like, you got 5 minutes, so I have to go see you.
I'll go represent.
I'm here. Oh, it's almost over. Oh. Your dad's all good. I didn't want to listen to it that long anyway.
You don't like Niles' laugh. I want to be stuck with it.
Amen. Are eyebrows considered facial hair?
I would think so.
But it's facial. And it's hair.
I would think so.
Yeah, oh, you would think so.
Yeah.
I would think eyelashes too. So does that mean all women have facial hair?
I guess so.
I
I mean,
guess.
we all have facial hair anyways because we have the little.
Yeah, we all
hairs
have
everywhere.
little. Everyone has little.
Yeah.
Is your time truly wasted if you're enjoying wasting it? Nope. I think wasting time can be
Great.
unless we're waiting to come on, and then it's like
Right.
we're like 3 minutes early, and it was like the longest 3 minutes. We're like, how about now? She's like, it's only been like 30 seconds. I'll be like, it's a long time.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucking starting it. Nope, I got that joke. Oh, so she didn't get the win.
I don't even know if she was on for that whole.
Probably not.
When do you know the battery is dead, and why do you push harder on the remote control? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that happens when the battery's kind of dead.
Oh yeah,
and it does that, and all of a sudden you start pressing it different positions, like yeah,
you gotta find the magic
like
touch,
you're like
right. Soft. Get a little zzz, not a little zzz.
Oh, my neck hurts. Have you? Yes, I have. Have you ever been tempted to sleep in the fridge? I had a very bad earache when I was little, and when I was real little, and every time I'd open up the fridge, the cool of the because it was summer would make it feel really good. Yeah. And I swear, and I must have had a fever too because it was. I mean, infected, then yeah, because it was. Oh my god, I was on fire. Like it was just throbbing, and I remember like the cold pillow, anything cold. And I remember going in the refrigerator one time and be like, oh. Like being like that, and my mom's like, "You can't leave this open all night," you know, like because I was little. I remember her be like yelling at me, like not yelling at me, like, "Come on, you can't have this open."
I've never wanted to sleep in there. I don't like.
I know you don't like the cold, yeah, but I had a bad earache. That was the only time I can think of.
I guess like sunburn, but even then, I'm like, I don't want to be in there. I don't really get sunburn.
In 2050, what do you think is going to be the fastest mode of transportation?
I'd still probably say airplane.
Yeah, I'm still going to say airplane.
Flying of any sort.
Yeah, because I still don't think cars will be.
Right.
Probably the only thing that we're going to do in cars
is far away from
that people don't have to drive anymore.
Right.
So the next generation be like, "Oh my god, you drive? We are savage!" Like when, like I'm dead and your grandkid, like you're my age, like you're going to be 50, going, "I remember we used to have to drive it around." We could just get in the car.
I would be the generation where we didn't have, like, we grew up without.
Yeah, we didn't
electronics, like
I think you're the. No, you're the.
Well, we have electronics.
Yeah,
we didn't have and not every child had an iPad.
Yeah. You're the last
we played outside.
No. My generation played outside. We had to go to the. Do you know what I love to watch? Did you see those where a family gave a cassette, like closed to two high school kids, and they're like, "Can you open this?" And they couldn't open the cassette container, and I was like,
"It hurts."
It hurt. No,
like the
rotary phone. They were like, "Oh, you press it hard," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Turn it, turn it." Never.
They're like complete idiots too.
Oh, I know. It's
not
idiots. They just don't get it.
But they like don't even think to do anything with it.
Actually, no. They actually came up with the idea of that you put your finger in the hole.
All of them.
No. You put your finger in the number hole, and you have to turn it that many times. That was their last solution. Yeah. Like, so if it's 2, you go 1, 2. But I'm like, no. You just put your finger on the 2 and turn it. Like, don't have to do it. And that's what their game plan was. And it was like, oh my gosh, it kills me.
My co-teacher and I had to explain MP3 players to the kids yesterday. That hurts.
Oh.
I was actually just telling Kelsey.
She's like, I have mine right
here. No, before I had an iPod. Either right before I had an iPod or like after, because I had the shuffle. Like there was shuffle, so you didn't have a screen.
No, yeah, and I didn't have that.
So I got.
Oh yeah, the shuffle used to sit like right here. It was like a clip.
Yeah.
And you didn't have any screen. It just and if you didn't want to hear it, it was the next one.
And then my sisters had the one where you change it on the headphones.
Oh.
It looked like a piece of gum.
Don't remember those. But I'm old. I'm Walkman. Yeah. Like I and then I'm Discman.
Yeah.
Like that's how old I am.
Yeah.
I remember the yellow Sportsman Walkman that had like the thing that could go in the water because you would like it would have like this tight seal to it. I never went in the water with it. I don't know why you would. And I remember the cheap foam head thing that was like plastic that if you moved it too long, you like bent it and then you'd be like messed up.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
So anyway, so back to the.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So I had an MP3 player, but I had a screen, and it wasn't like Apple or anything, and I didn't have any money, so I couldn't buy the songs. But it had a record button, so I used to record all the songs I wanted to listen to.
What are you talking about? That's how we did it with cassettes. We'd sit on the radio and it'd be like, next on the top 5 would be Bon Jovi, Living Up, and you're like, and you'd be like, soon as the song would come on, you'd be like, record. And you'd be
I did it on YouTube, so I had like a little more. But then I'm like, I would click it and there'd be an ad. I'm like, God damn it, I gotta start over.
The worst is when they were like, oh, next is Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. Coming up next, and all of a sudden it would start, and you'd be like, and you're like, you're about to press it because you always get a little bit of the guy's voice. You always got stuck in. All of a sudden it'd be like, but first we're gonna listen to Cyndi Lauper, and you're like, no. Like, I didn't want the girls have fun. No.
Okay. Mom says the bulletproof case. Ashley said I had a Walkman. Georgette said, bye guys, have a good night. Bye, Georgette.
Good night. But I remember that when you hit the button and you'd be like, no. But I used to sit there on the radio, like waiting for the next thing. And then I used to have that double cassette where you could play, you can record. And then when you got all the songs, then you can make it even more perfect by cutting off the guy talking. So you would have it perfect. And you would have to sit there. Like I know, we talked about the boss. I was like sitting there. I'm like, I think I practiced my whole life sitting there waiting for stuff. Because that's how it was that whole like waiting for something to happen, like the radio come on and be like, and then you would have this mixtape, and then you would put it in the car, and everyone would be like, yeah, and everyone knew you would hear like next on 5 on 90 Proof FM, or you would hear something, and everyone would just be like, they would know you would just have that second of it, and then all of a sudden, or you could do loops.
Mine would because it was a button.
Right.
You always get the sound of the button in the beginning.
Oh, click like beep, like you're like,
that's so dumb.
I know.
Had to push record and play at the same time.
Yes. It was the double button. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then eventually it came where you could just hit record and it would hit play. Eventually.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, you had
technology.
You had. Actually, I remember even to a point where when I was real little, I had a big boombox, and I remember the coolest thing was if you hit rewind, you could hit it like not all the way down, like halfway down, and it would go to the next song. Oh. It would just do each song. And I remember being like, because when you're little, you only want to hear, like, you don't want to hear the whole, like, and I had to be about 7, 8. I remember it, like, I didn't want to listen to the whole tape. So it was like, you want certain songs, so you would hit it just right, and it would go to the next song. And I remember being like, like it was the greatest thing in the world.
300 disc CD changer.
Yes, that was the other one. I remember when they first came out, we waited to have the 5 disc changer in 91 or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, because we didn't want to do the 1. Yeah. Because my dad's like, we're not going to do 1. And I was like, all right. And he's like, I just don't think that's like, how would you go in, so we didn't have it for a long time. I actually had CDs that I couldn't play on anything because I didn't have, like, I won them or stuff. And then
the only thing I play a CD on now is in my car.
Really? Because I have CDs in my house. I still have like I have a 300. Yeah, I have like tons of them everywhere, and I still there's once in a while I'll be like, yep, and I all of a sudden I'll put it on shuffle, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot I had this CD. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh! But I'm always sad if I have this like the original iPod. Well, you see my iPod. I have like the original one, and I always think once that dies, I'm so done because I don't have any. Yeah, I don't even know how to add anymore. It's like it's been stuck at 2000 and something like this whole time. Oh, good one. All right, next question. Male ballerinas are referred as what?
Manarinas. Cars don't even have CD players anymore. Mine does.
Yeah, I know.
I don't use it.
I remember when I was in high school.
I'm afraid of getting it stuck in there.
I
Sorry.
I remember when CDs came out, and when they came out with the Discman, you used to be able to plug it into your cassette player, and you had to put it right in the middle of like your like the hump in your car,
Yeah.
which is not there anymore,
Yeah.
like that hump. And then, God forgive you, hit a bump. You
The hump will bump it.
No, it would. It
The
would
bump will
skip.
hump it.
It would.
Sorry.
Look what I have to work with, Jane. This is not even me. This is her. So, what's your final answer for male ballerinas?
Mannery.
I never even thought of that.
Aren't they just called ballerinas?
I just, yeah. It's like, is that sexist being ballerinas?
Or is it? Oh.
Yeah, I remember it being like that. And it would hit a bump and then go, and then you'd be like, oh. I didn't, I just thought ballerinas.
A dance,
It's called
principal dancer.
Big principal? No.
Yeah.
That sounds worse.
Principal. A dancer. A dancer.
Yeah. Where's my money? Oh my God, I can still smell. No, sorry. Is it safe for...
It's like, I'm there, just you're too much like me.
Is it safe for someone to park their vehicles next to a fire hydrant if it is on fire?
I would assume yes.
If your car's on fire, then yeah, because I think you just screw it, just be like...
Right.
Do you think cavemen experienced nightmares about cave women? No. I think they had nightmares of the whatever they were hunting. I know dinosaurs and man weren't together before someone says, oh, dinosaur. No, they weren't.
Yeah.
But I would think the nightmares would be like animals do. You ever have animals have that bad dream and they start like that, they're getting chased, that something's happening.
Yeah.
I
mean, it might be a cave woman if some
well, yours might be a cave woman.
Right.
Dragged off by your hair.
Which one?
I'm Lebanese. Which side of the armrest is really yours at the movie theater? I hate this. I feel like this is the worst thing to figure out. I do. Because when I go to the movies, I feel like...
left-handed, right?
Yeah, I'm left-handed. So I always feel like it's the right side because everyone's right-handed in the world. And I'm always like... And I am blessed now that everyone has that like seat between stuff. So I'm always like... So Shannon and I sit there and I'm like, no one's sitting next to us. Even though someone has. A bunch of kids sat next to me one time. I'm like, I don't care if you sit there, but this is my arm.
I am older.
I'm like, I won't.
My God-given right.
Do you put the seat back? I can only do a little bit because if I get too comfortable, I'll fall asleep. I'm that guy.
I need the footrest at least. And usually I don't put the footrest all the way up because my legs go down.
Right, if I go too far and my head goes too far back,
I'm way too antsy to really watch movies, so I'm moving around the whole time.
Shannon laughs because I have to do a little bit because it gets me a little bit higher and I'm like 2 feet tall. So she's like, you just did that so you can see over the railing.
And she's like that.
And I'm always like, maybe. Don't judge. Where are we on time? I don't even know the time.
An hour and 8 minutes.
All right.
Last one.
Well, no, we got 2 more here.
Okay, 2 more.
Why do you think blueberries are not bright blue? Why does it matter? That's like, I've never thought of that ever. Have you?
No.
Because blueberries are just blue. They're not. Well, they are kind of purple though.
Yeah, like you mash them, but if you look at them, they're blue.
Why
couldn't they come up with a better name for orange? Like, come on now.
Actually, there was. It's actually wasn't called orange. It's called something else. And then, oh geez, because I remember someone was talking about the color.
Why are they
what came first, the orange color? Oh, okay. See, Mom's agrees with me.
That's not you saw that.
Lebanese. It's L-E. What?
For ran orange.
For ran orange? For an orange. Which came
first?
Right.
You said orange came first. Sinapple?
Yes, it's a synap. Yes, that's what it's called. Synap. Thank you. I knew it was called something, which means Chinese apple, right, or something like that, right?
Yes.
Which
But
is
our word ultimately comes from the old Persian Naran.
right. See, so see, I knew something.
Wow.
Oh, thank you very much. No autographs, please.
Oh, I thought.
I won't leave you hanging. Do you really want someone to give you an honest opinion when you ask them how they've been? Yeah, I do. Very few times, I ask someone how you doing, and I really don't care because then I don't ask. I'm just like, what's up? How you been?
Am I at work?
Do you have time to prepare?
Is it somebody I don't like?
Oh,
Mom says you're full of useless information.
thank you. Glad your mom now notices me for something. What? Okay, this is true. I do this. Why do you lower the volume on the radio when you're trying to look for something?
Because it's just too much on the brain.
It's too much because you're looking for something. And the other thing is
I can't concentrate.
Have you ever noticed when you're trying to say an address, like you're just like 214? I'm just saying 214. And as soon as the radio's like, today at the 4 o'clock, you're like, 242, what? No, wait a minute, hold on, 214. And it's like, at 3 o'clock, you're like, damn it, 214. That's why you gotta lower it. Yeah, like you just kind of keep shutting it off because it keeps throwing a number at you.
Why do burgers bubble?
What?
Those weren't burgers, honey.
All right, so the quick story here. So
we talk about this all the time.
I know, but it's been
a couple episodes. What?
I know it's been a couple episodes though. But the bubble burgers. Your poor mom.
Not bubble burgers. Bubble burgers.
Your mom
can't cook.
She can't. I think she can now better because things can't be burgers. She doesn't cook in the oven anymore. There's no way. She's like, I just don't eat. All the kids aren't here. I don't have to feed nobody. I just make some. Oh, look at Ashley. She laughed.
It's been a while since you brought it up. I love the abuse.
By the way,
you know what Mom's cookbook is? The phone book.
I thought the coffee pot, because that coffee pot is going.
Never ends.
And I have never seen someone drink so much coffee in my whole life. Like I can't. Like I'm now going, okay, so I have a bad addiction. Besides I had a drinking problem, I have a caffeine problem. Mm-hmm. So I get to a point where my eye starts twitching. I get really bad. So what happens is I start off with that little, like, I'm just going to have a little bit. And then I'll end up drinking, like, everything.
No, but still can't cook. You might have some new subscribers by now. Just
for the record here, Ashley, we ate it. You actually didn't really keep it down. So she's the only one who didn't really eat it. She ate it, but it didn't say the rest of us had to keep that down. We were like, thank you, Mom. Yeah. She was like, you want to stay for dinner? I was like, yeah. And all of a sudden she's like, oh, look at these bubbles.
Actually, something came up.
You guys came out and you were like, yeah, stay for dinner. I was like,
yeah, we have to eat it. You have to fucking eat it. Well, nice of you to join us, Jack, now that we're ending it.
Jack, you're slacking. That's good. Good times. This is it for us. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Thank you.
Over there.
Well, I feel like we always pay attention over here and we forget you guys. You're big nobody who watches us on YouTube. But we'd still put it up. We still truck along here.
We always put it up, you know.
I'd like to thank the Goofy Geek Boutique for sponsoring us. Remember, we're on Tuesdays.
If you like, subscribe, comment,
hit the bell. YouTube.
Well, 2 jobs killing me now. Okay.
Jack actually watched our live, the Boutique Live. I was like, when I saw Jack's name, I'm like, you have a son? Where? I was like, where are you watching this, buddy? But I appreciate that you watched. I did appreciate that you watched.
It's all for you, boo.
No, I do. Not like my bestie over here who totally forgot. No names. Usually she shares it like at a
And we
bar.
gotta go.
All right, but nope, we're out of here. And on Thursdays, we're on the Goofy Geek After Dark. So at 7 o'clock. So make sure you're there. Be square. You can harass us. And we can harass you too. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.